down St. Anne Street in the heart of the French Quarter. I'm going to show you some beautiful architecture. We're going to take a ride or a walk down Bourbon Street and show you what the Big Bang is on Bourbon Street.
Mind you, it's the middle of the day on a Saturday.
But it still gets crazy. And it'll be good to see in the daylight. Sometimes you can see a second line wedding going down. You'll see some amazing things. So come on, let's go. What you're going to love is the architecture here. The architecture is amazing. Most of the houses here are very old. And a lot of people have done restorations. I should know, I've worked at construction. And we did a lot of projects around the city. And it's just amazing. It's just beautiful here. I would love to live in the French Quarter. But the traffic's a little crazy. A lot of partying. So if that's going to bother you, you may not want to live in the French Quarter. But you can live on more of the outskirts. But you always have traffic in the French Quarter. Also, if you ever come here, it gets very hot. Sometimes in the summer, it's really hot. So you can take a carriage ride. How you guys doing? Good. You guys having fun? Mm-hmm. Have you been to New Orleans before?
I have. It's been a long time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
family this year.
Okay. Well, enjoy your trip.
Thank you.
And there you see people just taking carriage rides through the French Quarter. It's just beautiful. There's nothing like it here. So we are actually looking at a French Quarter home right now. It's a perfect example of the colors and the beauty these homes have.
Turn with me.
Obviously they're all older homes. A lot of people have done remodels, but this one is a purple and pink colored home. My mom would love this because she wants a dollhouse. So to her, she would like, oh, I need this for my dollhouse. But what's interesting about these homes is some of them are tiny homes. Some of them are huge homes and you don't even know it. And it's interesting to see some of them have yard and some of them don't. And the ones that do have yard, you would never see because they're hidden. And it's amazing. So we'll have to try to find you some more examples of that. But everything is kind of private here. So unless you know someone, you couldn't really go in the heart of these homes. But
what about the
we're
pool?
going to get you to that. The pool. So a lot of people end up doing cocktail pools because they don't have the room to do
What's a
full-size
cocktail
pools.
pool?
Cocktail pool is like a mini pool. So it could be the size of a jacuzzi. It could be any size you want. And obviously any renovation.
They're normally about 8 feet wide or 6 to 8 feet wide, maybe 8 feet long, 10 feet long.
We were looking into it for our house, but we didn't want to spend the money on tiny pools. We ended up going above ground and it worked out just as great. But we're not on our house. But it's just the beauty of these homes. Look at all the wood scrolling. Like the details as you go around the French Quarter, you would just be like in wow if you like this kind of architecture. And honestly, it's just so beautiful and so different. I don't know how you couldn't, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion. This is not for everyone.
Notice they got the bar here. Good friends. I don't think they serve coffee, and they don't have couches like the coffee bar on Friends.
Got a little cute little dinosaur with an Easter egg.
What a bubble board.
Bubble. That's awesome. A bubble. That is cool. You don't see that every day.
You don't see that every day?
No, you don't. Hey, I mean, I have a light obsession. So, I mean, I can't have enough lights on my house. So why not? Let's add bubbles to it. So this is the famous New Orleans Bourbon Street. You hear a lot of crazy things, you hear a lot of good things, you hear a lot of bad things. But when you're with the city, you know there's always good and bad and you take it. But when you are having a good time and you want to have a good time, this is the place to be. So let's go enjoy Bourbon Street. See the people on their balconies. My favorite thing about Bourbon Street is the balconies. And you never know what you're going to see on Bourbon Street. So you may see some crazy things, you may see some amazing things. It's all in perspective. But let's show you a good time. During the day it's a little more calm, but still it can get crazy. So we tend to like to come down here during the day. A little safer too. Later on the night goes it gets a little rowdy. But again, let's go have a good time. We got beads always on Bourbon Street.
It's not even Mardi Gras time and we have beads.
We always got people throwing beads too, Mardi Gras time or not. See on the balconies, you got people doing beads at all hours and all times of the day. Thank you! See? You never know when you're going to get beads going down Bourbon Street. So pretty much if you ever want something, the magic words are throw me something, mister.
And they may make you raise your shirt up.
Yeah, there's no raising of the shirts. But I can tell you, it's a total different experience when you do the Mardi Gras floats because they tend to, there you go, make you work for your beads. He's still working for his. So no matter what time of the day you come down to Bourbon Street at night, it's always happening. There's always so much going on. And that's up to you of your limits on what you want to do on Bourbon Street. I'm a little more the reserved person, but everyone has a good time and each his own, and come on down and go have fun on Bourbon Street. Of actually the courtyards that you would never know that they're so big. Houses the same way, they can go really far back. This is a perfect example of a courtyard in the French Quarter. I love French doors and I love the lights. So yeah, perfect example of how you would think a tiny little building is so small, but in reality, it's huge. So as you can see, it's pretty crowded today. Actually, it's like 4 o'clock.
Yes.
And this is really happening for a Saturday.
It's just a random Saturday.
Actually, here's an example of what you don't always see in New Orleans.
Welcome to New Orleans.
You never know what you're going to see or find. We got a live snake wrapping up the guy's neck on Bourbon Street. How was it? Oh no. So, perfect example. You never know what you're going to find on Bourbon Street. It's nice. We don't come down here often. You know, we do live in the New Orleans metro area. And we don't come down here often, but it's nice when we do because you appreciate the heart of the city.
So, Jen, watch your feet, watch your step. Welcome to New Orleans where you have holes like this in the floor.
Potholes you can sleep in
But,
and bust your car with a $1,000 bill. Don't ask on
Thanks.
that one. This is beautifully done. They must have redone that building.
yes, because this is a fine art shop.
Ooh, that is my favorite.
What was
Art
that?
gallery, I'm there.
Say that again.
Art gallery, I'm there.
There you go. And what it is? It's your favorite?
I love art. I can appreciate all art, all styles, all ages.
You know, it's always the people with no artistic talent who appreciate the art most.
You know, it's true because I painted something once and actually I need to go in that art gallery.
No, you don't.
Just gonna do a quick look.
Oh, well, she wins.
Oh. David Bowie fan? That is the artwork. That is amazing. I like David Bowie. I had a rock theme in my house, and yeah, I totally would go for that.
Restaurant Le Grand Paris. Paris. Le Grand Paris. There we go. Le Grand Paris.
There's no prices on anything, but I think you'd have to ask them.
Jennifer,
I'm sure a lot of these are originals.
don't bother.
So I'm not going to. I think it's out of my league.
It's out of our reach. Our reach is long distance.
Here you go.
Yes.
Your
The prince.
mom and Lori would love it.
And Bridget, and my Aunt Bridget.
And Bridget. Bridget, that's
My
right.
Aunt Bridget.
She met Prince. That is amazing. That's beautiful.
Oh, look at Superman.
Superman.
Goku's better.
Oh.
Just my thought. Goku better. Goku's better.
That is awesome.
If you're a fan of Marilyn Monroe, I know she's so slut shamed, but I was just being funny. Look at the Spider-Man with the space splatter representing his webs.
My Aunt Karen loved Marilyn.
Okay.
But I love Spider-Man too, and that is amazing.
And yes, the Amazing Spider-Man. Get it? She'll be here all week. The Amazing Spider-Man. She tried. If in the James Dean,
Oh, wow.
or I think that's Audrey Hepburn.
Ooh, that is beautiful.
And
Godfather.
yes,
Marlon Brando, that's
yes,
a classic.
Vito Corleone.
That's amazing. Beautiful.
The pop culture stuff is on the one.
Things that they could touch and do math. Whereas I never understood math.
All right, brother. Love you too. See you later.
We're getting a special sneak peek.
Wow, Rihanna, huh?
Rihanna.
Ooh, very beautiful. Gorgeous. You're the owner? sir?
No, there's two owners, one from New York City and one from New Orleans.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
director here for 19 years.
Very nice. And Playboy got out
Yeah,
of
Farrah
Playboy.
Fawcett.
My father loved Farrah Fawcett. Beautiful, very nice. These are all originals.
I like that.
Pop art really isn't about paint. Pop art is a catalyst for the change.
Yeah.
Change it from what it was to what it is.
Correct.
Pop art's about taking images that are at the pinnacle of pop consciousness, like Prince, remix it like a DJ with music to make a different sound than was originally intended to. So to create this thing, everything's in the kitchen sink to make that happen. That's industrial grade diamond dust there, photography, airbrush, paint, resin, everything's in.
But you know-
Now, if this sells out, does he do other ones too? Like, or does he only do like a
They're all original.
original?
Oh,
so he would
thi-
have to do another one.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
edge
something
is
like it.
this edge is amazing.
Here you go, the New Orleans second line.
A wedding second line.
This
In New
is
Orleans.
my favorite. This is what I want to do if we got married here.
Well, the biggest
Or we
thing
get
is
married here.
this is another one of those things you can only do
in New Orleans.
in New Orleans.
Yes.
It's
This-
like that old Family Guy skit where you're talking about having a parade just for having a parade.
I still want to do this. I want to do an after wedding second line parade. This is my dream if we got married here in New Orleans.
Not trying to. Congratulations! Come on, energy!
And that is the wedding second line. That is my favorite. I am so jealous, but I can't complain. We had a Disney wedding, but one day I do want to do a second line and dress up and be the princess again.
Well, that just means you're second still. Taking that L, that silver streak.
I'm very grateful for everything we have. I'm grateful for the beautiful wedding we had. So I'm good on a second line, but one day that is my goal, to do a second line down the French Quarter.
Well, go join them. That's what the second line's all
You
about.
can join. For those who don't know, you can feel free to join a second line anytime you want.
Yep. We are in front of the world famous Jackson Brewery. There's all types of restaurants. We're still in the French Quarter. We're heading towards
Lanterns.
gas lanterns.
I had to show you that because Flambeau makes those, you know, for their gas lanterns all around New Orleans. So when you see the traditional style lanterns, that's usually the company that makes them. It's beautiful. I love balconies and lanterns and color.
Gotcha. But there's all types of restaurants in there. There's food court. There's some stores in the Jackson Brewery. It's good stuff.
So right now we're standing in front of the Jackson Brewing Company in Jackson Square. And supposedly they have amazing beer and drinks and food. One day we're going to try it. We honestly live in the outer skirts of the city, and you would have to spend every waking day, every waking moment to try all these restaurants. You will go broke and just trying every single thing here in the city. But we're going to actually start bringing that to you and trying all the known restaurants and ones that are just the ones hole in the walls that no one tries but is supposedly amazing. And that's what we're going to try, to explore New Orleans, and hopefully you enjoy it with us too.
Yeah, Jackson Square right now, and there's a lot of artists on the outside who are permitted by the city to be able to sell their art out here. And this is what Jen was referring to,
Yeah.
that this city has a different culture all its own. And you're not going to find this in many places where they're selling their art out in the street and bringing culture to you, bringing culture to the visitors and the locals who come see here and come buy this art. For example, you can give a picture of your dog and get your dog
As I
painted.
say, we need to get our pups, Leon and Cece, pictures.
Yeah, about that, see, we'll discuss that later.
So cute. You'll meet our dogs one day.
But see here, it's just amazing. It's a once in a world experience.
So we had our engagement pictures actually in the French Quarter. That's one thing we want to do, is we want to do a nice photo shoot when we got engaged of New Orleans. Again, we were thinking we were going to get married in New Orleans, and we had our dream come true, and we had it that we were able to get married at Shades of Green at Disney. But look at this. This was my other dream, if we ever got married here, to get married at St. Louis Cathedral. Maybe one day we can renew our vows there, but it's gorgeous. The view is breathtaking. We come down here one night, we'll take some beautiful pictures and show you guys. But it's just all the architecture here and the history. It's just absolutely amazing. And as we go along on our Team AJ adventures, we'll teach you all that. So we actually brought you a little closer to the St. Louis Cathedral.
This is the world famous Jackson Square. You'll see the Andrew Jackson on the horse as the main statue.
But next time we'll definitely get you a tour of the St. Louis Cathedral. I think you would definitely like that and appreciate it. It's amazing. It kind of reminds me of St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York. Only
It's
maybe
actually
a little-
prettier.
Yeah, only this is a little smaller, not by much, but it's smaller. And
But it's
also,
prettier.
I think it's a little more prettier, but you can be the judge. And one day we go to New York, my old hometown, we'll go to St. Pat's and we can compare.
So now we're in front of the world famous Cafe Du Monde.
We are. And we're going to see how long the line is for a beignet. Sometimes it's really, really long. Depends on when you come. This weekend it's really busy here, I guess, because the Gumbo Festival going on. But we're going to try to get in line. If not, we'll definitely make it another video. Another one of those, you never know what you're going to see in New Orleans. In the streets, in the French Quarter.
There's some more art here, and look at that.
Yeah, there's usually art all around the fences, so you can literally go around the whole outside court of the cathedral and go look at all the art and just walk around and all different artists. It's very cool.
because right now there's some tumblers doing a tumbling performance. They're doing a tumbling performance out here right now. And all these people. So what you think about being in New Orleans and having all the street performers and not being stalked by creepy mascots like in New York City?
Yeah, no, it's definitely way more laid back here. People don't really bother you. You can be who you are. You can be what you want to be. You know, it's all the cultures come together. It's kind of like one big happy family down here, and everyone just has a good time, and you learn a lot.
Laissez les bon temps rouler is the catchphrase.
The good times roll.
Exactly. This is a close-up of the cathedral, the St. Louis Cathedral. It's beautiful, it really is. And one of these days we'll go inside and show you before Mass how beautiful it is inside. So, Jen wanted to be married there at one point.
I did. But I'm glad that we got married where we got married, because we're theme park junkies. We're Disney junkies. We love all theme parks. So it was the best fit for us. It was definitely the right fit us, and we couldn't have struck any better than getting married at Disney.
Well, this is Muriel's. We are in front of the world famous Muriel's on Jackson Square. We've actually eaten there before, and what I'm going to tell you is this restaurant is sometimes a part of Restaurant Week, and Restaurant Week will make it so you can go to places and restaurants that you normally wouldn't be able to go to because they're too expensive, and it becomes a meal where you pay for they have a couple of things, a couple of items that you can select, and they give you a 3-course meal or a 2-course meal based on the restaurant. And
you get to try all the best restaurants in New Orleans. It's price fixed too.
yeah, so
And half price usually, and you can't go wrong.
yes, it's a they're prefix meals, basically meaning they give you limited selection, but the prices are price fixed. That's prefix, that's the fixed part. And let me tell you, it's a way to try these restaurants that you like, the Ruth's Chris, the Muriel's.
Commander's Palace every year does it.
Yeah, Commander's Palace, another one that you normally wouldn't be able to do.
And my favorite, the Brazilian Steakhouse.
Fogo de Chao.
downtown.
We're probably going to go to Fogo de Chao before Restaurant Week, because that's going to be a great date night for her and I. In my life. So our goal
Team AJ's goal
is to bring
all
that-
fun and enjoyment to you.
yes, bring it to you. So just keep staying tuned, and we, her and I, these two, we will make sure to get you every piece of good content we can from throughout the city, because we're not only content creators, we are creators who want to appeal to you. So if there's something you want to see, put it down in the comments. Let us know. Subscribe also, so we can know that we're doing right for you. We're doing the right things that you want to see. But if there's something in New Orleans you want to see that we you haven't really seen on YouTube, but you've heard from somewhere else, somewhere that you've seen it online or somewhere, or seen it on TV, but you want our perspective on it, please let us know in the comments. Let us know if there's something other than being carjacked or something that you want us to see or do.
Yeah, we're promoting positivity. You know, you hear some things on the news, but it's not all about that. Everyone hears New Orleans, Katrina. There's so many beautiful things about the city. There's so many things to do. It's not all negativity. It's all beautiful and cultural, and we all come together and have a good time.
Yes. So with that said, like I said, if there's something you want us to do, something you want us to see, something that you don't see enough footage of, like for example, if you want us to go on a swamp tour, let us know.
We'll definitely be going on those.
There's a safari in Folsom, Louisiana that you may be interested in seeing.
You
last
can
time
get a giraffe in your lap.
yeah, I was about to say, last time we were there, I had a giraffe in my lap trying to eat my balls, or at least my nuts. That's a true story.
Yeah, we got videos of that too. We can link them as well.
So please let us know, and we'll do our best to make that happen. So with that said, leave it down in the comments below. Thank you again for coming with us, and join us again on our next misadventure. Goodbye.